Everyone, welcome to the show. I have updates to share about Taylor Taranto. If you forgot, that is the man who showed up with weapons and ammo in Barack Obama's neighborhood after our stochastic terrorist, former President Donald Trump, posted his address on his failing social media site. Taranto was also wanted, you guys might recall, for his participation in the January 6th Capitol attack. So due to threats that Taranto made in videos against the Obamas, John Podesta, also members of Congress, Jamie Raskin and Kevin McCarthy, the judge wanted to hold Taranto prior to trial. But as I previously mentioned, he didn't think he had the authority to do that because Taranto had only been charged with misdemeanor crimes. And in a hearing last week, the government said that they do plan to charge Taranto with felonies related to his threats and his actions in Obama's neighborhood, but they still haven't done that. Well, in a hearing held on Wednesday, the judge said the risk of allowing Taranto back onto the street was just far too great. So he has ordered that Taranto will be held until trial. Taranto's attorney was not happy with that decision. She thinks that Taranto is being treated differently than other January 6 defendants, kind of because he is different. But she said that he also isn't receiving mental health treatment or medication in the D.C. jail where he's being held. So the judge agreed that's unacceptable. He said, I'll take care of that. I'll make sure that he gets those things. The judge also apologized to Taranto. He said, quote, "We as a country have failed you. You have to pay the price of our failure for not protecting one of our most vulnerable populations, our veterans. At every turn, it seems, you get let down, and that's not fair." So reporters say that Taranto just looked up at the judge and nodded. And the reason the judge said this was because Taranto had served in Iraq and he suffers from very severe PTSD. And according to his attorney, he was, quote, savagely attacked in jail. So this is after just being sent to jail last week or the week before, whenever it was. This is such a tough case because we don't do right by our veterans. I've said this before. They literally put their lives on the line for us, for others around the world. And the government all but discards them when they come home traumatized. But on the other hand, this man is clearly a danger, right? I mean, I don't care what his attorney says. Taranto made threatening statements. He was literally recording himself walking through the neighborhood, saying he was looking for, quote, entry points. He was saying he was going to try to get a, quote, shot. And, as I shared in the previous video, he had 2 guns, 400 rounds of ammo, and the makings for explosive devices with him while he was in Obama's neighborhood. In Taranto, apparently what has also come out is that he has a total of 20 guns that are registered under his name, but law enforcement has no idea where the other 18 weapons are. They haven't found them. And in rendering his decision in this matter, the judge said, quote, "Temperature is way too high in our political discussions." So that is 100% accurate. And as much as I feel for this man as a veteran, he needs to be somewhere where he can't hurt people until he gets some help. I mean, hopefully, though, they will do whatever they can to protect him from the other inmates and additional traumatization. Anyway, guys, I will keep you posted on all of this. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please become a supporter if you can. Links are down below in the description box on YouTube and on the podcast. So appreciate all of you. Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.